enough to realize that there's something that I have that I want you to have too, right? It simply is, because we've been doing this for a long, long time. We're calling it mentoring now, but what it was before was just being in a black church and having, right, your mama look down the road at you and having the woman in back and you pluck you upside your head. I'm sorry, my father was a bishop, so I had a lot of that. And so we've been doing this for a long, long time. We're now orchestrating programs around it, but the fact is that it was exactly when Nosy Miss Rosie, because that's what y'all called her, walked down the street with a look at you like, aren't you Reverend so-and-so's daughter, or aren't you so-and-so's? Right, exactly.
What you do with that boy?
That's exactly right. It's about know him, right? Right? So that is so much of really what that was. And so if in fact we began to remember that we don't have to wait to get to some position, that we don't have to wait till we attain some level, and we decide that we're going to mentor and love the person that is right next to us, as well as the little sister that's across the hall from us, that when we walk by her, we don't speak to. Right? We would mentor in the hallways of CBC if when we walked back and forth between our sessions, we looked at each other and smiled. Right? So if we love ourselves enough, we would understand that, baby, I love you. Because I know you doesn't mean that I can't love you. And so for me, that is what an aspect of mentoring is.
Absolutely. Marvin, look like you were going to say something about that.
Yes. Yeah. Well, actually, just a challenge to everyone in the room to, mentor someone. And when we say mentor, it doesn't have to be anything difficult. We just hired some young people at our plant. It's an electronic waste recycling plant. And our employees are returning citizens. They are people who've been...
Does everybody know what returning citizens are?
Someone who's been previously incarcerated. There are people who generally don't get a second chance. And so we're having a conversation with one of the young people. He's 23 years old, and I can't even remember how it came up. But the question of bank account came up. And he said, well, I don't believe in banks. So I said, well, where do you keep your money? Right? And what they do is they take a check to a check cashing place.
I mean, some of y'all gonna have to change your name. If your mama named you ALC2014 Jones, change your name. Forgive her. She didn't know what she was doing. But tell Jesus it'll be all right if you change your name. Modeling. Everything we do is important, instructive, and informative.
Black women, just in general, we do that. Those of us who know the difference between womanism and feminism, we know that black women, for the most part, are womanists. We just are. I don't understand a lot of feminist talk because for me, it's not just about women. For black women, it's about the whole entire family. And so we bring all of that to the table when we run colleges. And so I mentor a lot of young women in South Carolina, and we also have leadership programs throughout some of our organizations. Nobel Women, which is the national organization of black elected women, we mentor young girls to be elected officials. That's what we do. We should always be in the business of making sure that there's a pipeline to follow us. And not just follow us, but serve with us. See, I don't want to mentor you and you run 20, 30 years down the road. No, I'm mentoring you so you can run 2 or 3 years, or 4 or 5, 6 years down the road, because we need you now. We need to get rid of all this. There's something there'll be no men. Or maybe 2 or 3. I'm just kidding. Look, let me not say that, because you know what? I love black men, especially my black husband, because he's fine as I don't know what. That's why I got 4 babies. But what I'm trying to say but when women come to the table, we actually bring all of who we are, and we can actually change the conversation. And we have to mentor. We have to, as we lift up the tape, go up the ladder, we have to pull other people with us, because sometimes we don't do that. And so I always tell black women, okay, I'm going to quote one white woman, and that's the last quote, and then I'm going to quote myself. So Madeleine Albright, who was former Secretary of State, said, there's a special place in hell for women who don't help other women. Right. Now, D. Dawkins Hager says that for black women who don't help other black women, you don't even have to go to hell, because you're going to burn up before you even get there if you don't have another sister. The mentoring stars now. We got to do it now. That's why I love all these women that's on the panel, because they get it. We get it. Just because we may look like we're smiling and look like we're happy, you don't know the struggles that we've had to go through. And that's why we do what we do and how we do it right now, because we know that it depends on the next generation. So mentoring that's where it's at, especially in the church. Let me say something there too. Yeah. Okay, so I was ordained about 17 years ago in the African Methodist Episcopal Church, so I was pastor and done all of those different things. And so